How we doing today? Happy Tuesday, December 23rd. We are rocking out. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok, making things happen, doing the doggone thing. Bingo, bango. Ah, man. Lost semifinals by one. McCarthy fumble actually did matter. No, that sucks. Ah, man. I'm sorry to hear that. My buddy won his matchup with the Nico Collins catch right at the end of the game. He had no reason to make that play to his specific guy, and that's why he won. That was crazy. Fucking Ashton Genty. I got Puka on Thursday. I needed 65 points last night from McCaffrey and Pinero. They almost, I mean, they didn't almost get it, but like they did well for real. They got 40, right? So 45. That's all I can ask for them too. But it sucks. It was a shootout. I needed Jennings to outscore Warren by 12. He outscored by 11. No way. Oh. Literally like one catch. Man. Caesar, you Purdy saved you. Nice. That's amazing. I started Lamar over Purdy, and we are hurting. Pick six at the end killed me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There was no reason for San Francisco to throw, and friggin' only reason for Indianapolis to throw. Damn, that sucks. Kenneth Gainwell or Jefferson. Tim. Well, I mean, I might. Well, see, I'm not gonna bench Justin Jefferson. No, thank you. You don't have anybody else you can bench? Thank you for the question. I appreciate you. Yeah, against Dallas or against Detroit in Minnesota? No, yeah, no. No, thank you. Who's Pittsburgh playing? I mean, Pittsburgh's not gonna have DK Metcalf probably. They might, but they're playing Cleveland anyways. Cleveland's got a good defense. My wide receivers are Amon-Ra, Puka. I need a flip. You have Amon-Ra, Puka, and Justin Jefferson on your team? What the? Seriously? Damn. Why wouldn't you trade one? That's crazy. The aggregate rock crusher god. Damn. Sup, dog? Diesel. Nice. I like that. Purdy or Lawrence? I mean, how do you not start Brock Purdy after last night? Playing Chicago. I mean, it is Chicago, but it's at home. It's going to be warm. Who's the other one? I mean, how do you sit Trevor Lawrence, though? Jesus. I mean, honestly, I might go. You know what? I mean, maybe we go Trevor Lawrence because of what Thing did last night. But I might go Brock Purdy because I like the Sunday night game. I don't know. Come back though. We'll hit that follow button. I go live every day, so we'll revisit that one. Drake May or Burrow. I mean, honestly, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I go Joe Burrow almost always. Arizona doesn't scare me at all. Who's New England playing? Who the hell is New England? Oh, the Jets. Oh, fuck yeah. Damn. Evans, Nico, Tracy, or Michael Carter start one. Only one of Mike Evans and Nico Collins? I mean, you gotta probably go like Nico. Nah, that Chargers defense is all right, but we just saw a thing, right? So Dallas going nuts against them. Slab, what's up? What's up? Who's the other one? Mike Evans. Yeah, I don't know if we can go Mike Evans though. Yeah, they're playing Miami. Yeah, I might go Mike Evans against Miami. Who's the Giants playing? I haven't even looked. Giants playing the Raiders. I don't know. Is that good? I don't know. The Houston run game didn't look really good last week. So yeah, Mike Evans against what's his face? Miami. Fuck, Joe Burrow just cut them up, right? Yeah, yeah. I think we kind of go with yeah. Like I said, I go live every day, so come back. We'll revisit that. I only just started looking at next week's schedule, so lost because of Purdy, but won because of Kittle. Oh, I hate the double-edged sword, but hey, at least we got one win. Michael Carter, Blake Corum, RB2. I mean, I tend to lean towards the starting running backs, but yeah, against Cincinnati in the cold, yeah, I might lean that. May against the Jets or Burrow against the Cardinals. I mean, I might think that Joe Burrow has the higher upside. That would probably be me. As good as Drake May looked good last week, but officially cannot trust any Chiefs players. Dude, are you kidding me? I needed 65 points on last night because of him, man. Only fucking 1 point. Come on. Kittle went off, needed less than 15. No, he did go off and then hurt his ankle. Rude. He like went off and then got injured. Playing against Puka and JSN. Lost. I had CMC, Puka, Collins, A-Chain, and McBride, and you lost? No way. Who the hell did that guy have? That's crazy. No, Gio, I know we don't like to wish for injuries, but I'm with you, man. Jay, can we trust Brees Hall? I don't know. Who are they playing? The Jets or the Giant or Patriots? No, I don't know that I trust him in the championship. 156 points and we lost. No flipping way. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting Kelsey, start Taysom Miller, Schultz. Yeah, I would sit Kelsey. I don't know how you can start him with any sort of confidence. Who are they even playing? Playing Denver? Oh my god. I mean, you know what? Like, I'm not saying that we start Kelsey with any sort of confidence. I'm also out, right? But I can totally see Kelsey having a huge game because it's on Thursday, Christmas, Denver, at home, division rival. They don't need to play for anything. So, I mean, I'm not saying to start Travis Kelsey, but there's an alternate universe where Travis Kelsey goes absolute nuts this week. With a full week of practice with the new quarterback, stranger things have happened on Christmas on Thursday. So I hate Thursday games. Last game, monster game against Denver. No, Mahomes is healthy. You're not wrong. But that's what I mean, man. Division games, they kind of tend to, you know what I mean? Like and it's at home. It's going to be cold, right? They tend to, it's not so much about what you've got. It's more about, like, I know what you're going to do. You know what I mean? So, like, I, ah. Spoiled Denver's playoff situation, Jake, my man. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, strange things happen this time of year. For real, for real. And there's an alternate universe where Travis Kelsey is going to put up Kyle Pitts points on most of our bench because friggin' he's such a dick like that. Fucking Taylor Swift is going to be at the game. And, I don't know, some reason that's going to make a difference. Dad's put up 200 points this week. Damn, nice. Start Kincaid or Waller, St. Keith. Who's Miami playing? Tampa Bay. I might start Waller. Who's Buffalo playing? Buffalo's playing Philadelphia. Yeah, I might start Waller. I mean, unless you wanted to wait for the 4 o'clock games, I can get behind waiting for the 4 o'clock games. But yeah, that Tampa defense. You know what I mean? Pick 3, JT, D Swift, James Warren, and James Cook. Dominic, you're not actually thinking about sitting Jonathan Taylor and James Cook, are you? Like for real, for real? No. As far as the other two go, Slav, thank you for the rose. You're wicked. 13 of them. Damn, lucky number 13. And like, didn't one of the guys just get you 35 points? I had him on my bench last week. Oh, I was so mad at myself. This one, bench Jalen Warren and Brock Purdy. How about that? There you go. Right up in there. Who's the other one? Warren? I mean, yeah, Dominic. No, I'm with you. I mean, I might of all of those players, James Warren has or Jalen Warren has the worst matchup. But yeah, come back though. Hit that follow button. We go live every day, so we'll revisit that. Hell yeah! I haven't even really started to look at like next week's matchups, but we'll rock it out. Thursday games, Christmas. Fuck, it's already Tuesday. Jesus Christ. Fuck Kittle. Yes, I'm with you. Ace Fozzie, thank you for the follow. Goff, Knicks, or best other option. Yeah, I don't know, man. I made a video calling myself a Bo Lever. It kind of made me not. It looked very good, man. I always like Goff's upside in a dome, and Minnesota plays in a dome. So as much as it's on the road, it's indoors. He plays much better indoors than he does outdoors. And Minnesota would be cold, so that's a huge difference. As far as another best option, I mean, if I had to choose between those two, I would choose Goff. I think he's got the higher upside indoors. If you have another option, I'd be interested to hear it, but I don't really know where else we'd be going. Like I don't want that Green Bay Michael Willis or whatever it is against Baltimore. I don't want to do that. That Owen whatever kid from Miami against Tampa Bay. I don't really want to do that in the championship of my fantasy. You know what I mean? So like what better option are we talking? And of those two, like I mean maybe I could get behind that Tyler Shaw kid in New Orleans, but Pukella, Dylan Sampson, Blake Corum, Brees Hall, Judkins is hurt and out. No, I like Dylan Sampson. They're playing Pittsburgh. Yeah, I like the RB2 in that situation. Honestly, I don't know how we start Brees Hall with any sort of confidence. And as much as Blake Corum's not a starting running back, he seems to be used at the very least near the goal line. So that kind of sucks for Kyron Williams managers. But yeah, I might do Sampson and Blake Corum and leave Brees Hall on the bench. I mean, like they're playing New England's defense, and as much as they got torched by Derrick Henry last week, that's the second time all year that they've given up more than 50 yards to a running back. So, like their defense is actually legit. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? JMO, Sutton, Flowers, or Terry? So I don't know that I would want to do Zay Flowers. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan always, but I don't know if I want to do that. JMO, Sutton, or Terry, only one of them. I might go JMO just because he's been really good. And I don't know, man. Like I'm not loving that Denver Kansas City game. Like I'm not. I don't know, man. Denver's in a really good position, and Kansas City's not. And it's in Kansas City, and it's a divisional matchup, and it's on Christmas. Taylor Swift's going to be there. For some reason, that's going to matter. And I don't know, man. I don't love Denver in that matchup the way that I could. You know what I mean? Michael, Evans, Rice, or Waddle. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do Rice. I definitely am thinking about Evans. Miami's playing Tampa Bay. You know what? Waddle did decently well last week, so I think we do Waddle. Kiki, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. You're wicked. Yeah, I think Waddle has kind of earned our trust, you know what I mean, throughout the season. Porter, should I start Blake Corum, Chris Rodriguez, Troy Franklin? So that's what I was saying. I don't love that Denver matchup. So Chris Rodriguez and Blake Corum. Who's Washington playing? Dallas? Damn, one's playing on Monday, one's playing on Thursday. Honestly, for me, like normally under normal circumstances, I tend to avoid the Thursday games when I can, like legit. And so I don't normally play guys on Thursdays when I don't have to. That being said, Rodriguez is a very good he's in a very good position. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it's the first game of the slate or the last game of the slate. Legit. And he is the starter. Um and so that kind of leans a little bit more towards my liking. That being said, Atlanta's not very good against the run game. So I can really get behind Blake Corum. But if I had to choose, I might do the starting running back and go Chris Rodriguez over Dallas. And just because, like in my head, right, I can't really contemplate playing a backup over a starter. Like that just doesn't register in my brain. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps. Right? I hope it works out. I really do. I'll be watching that game. I'll be betting on that game. I'm a degenerate gambler. Hell yeah. Breton, Dak, or T Law. I mean, I don't know how we start. I don't know how we sit either of those guys, right? Jacksonville against Indianapolis. They just got lit up by Brock Purdy. Dak against Washington. Like, I don't know, man. If I had to choose, I'd probably just choose Trevor Lawrence. Because I think that Indianapolis' defense is exploitable, and I think there's a lot of weapons on Jacksonville. Not that I don't think that about Dak, but I think that Trevor Lawrence might have the higher upside. But I mean, I can get behind playing Dak, and also if Dak has a huge game on your bench, everybody's gonna be like, "Well, why did you tell me to bench Dak?" I don't know. Porter, are we starting Rice? I'm not. You know, like I'm not. Gabriel, yes, I lost both my semifinal matchups. We are out. So I am not starting anyone. But if I had to choose, in PPR I could definitely get by. See, the league that I have Rice in, it's a 2 flex league, right? So I would probably start him because I don't have many other options to go with. So I might do that and in PPR kind of hope for the best. But if you have a better option, like yeah, I don't know, man. I might look elsewhere if possible. You know what I mean? Come back tomorrow. We'll rock it out. Definitely. Maybe somebody in the chat can help us out. Zay, Fannin, Goddard, Harrison in the championships. Does Romer Adams play? So it doesn't sound like Adams will play. It sounds like Rome kind of has a chance. And against a very beatable Atlanta team, I don't know that Adams plays. So that being said, I don't know, man. See, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, and I can never get behind putting a friggin' Cleveland Brown offensive person, other than the running back, on my team, right? Porter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. That being said, um, I mean, I kind of like Goddard anyways. You know what I mean? It's against Buffalo. They struggle to cover tight ends, right? I think he's been looked for. You know what I mean? I think Goddard might be a decent play. I don't know, but that's me, right? I don't care for Cleveland. really good last week, but that's against the Jets. Not that I'm saying that Tennessee's all of a sudden an offensive juggernaut. You know what I mean? But Brian Harvey or Hampton. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know that I'd want to do that Houston defense. So I might just go Arch. Yeah. Oh, fuck, man. I don't love that Denver KC matchup. Like I don't love it, man. Joshua Packers or Dolphins defense. Honestly, I'd probably go the Packers. They're playing Baltimore. Yeah. Doesn't sound like Lamar is gonna play. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Derrick Henry. He might not play. So like it's fucking the mess over there. Dowdler, Walker, and Parkin in a good start. You know what? I don't care for Carolina, so I would do Walker over Dowdle. And is Parkinson a good start? I thought he was a great start last week, and it doesn't sound like um, Devontae Adams is going to play. So, on the basis of that's why we started him last week, I think we have to start him this week. And like, that's what I mean. I'm out in both leagues, so don't even take my advice, right? But if I was there, I would probably be starting him on Monday night's got a certain allure to it to me, anyways. So like on a Monday game, I'd be starting him, and that's it. Like he lost everybody their semifinals, not everybody, but everybody their semifinals last week, and I can guarantee there was a hell of a lot of rage drops this morning, and so yeah, I would be starting him this week. Porter, Burrow, or May. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How do we sit Joe Burrow, man? He's got his weapons back. He's at home. They don't really have much to play for. They can just kind of go free and easy. Vegas has the total at 53.5. Who's the Patriots playing the Jets? I don't know. That's a division matchup on the road. That might be a shisty game. Yeah, I don't know. Leads to my next question. Carter, Herbert, or Shaw? Thinking Herbo may be limited. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think you gotta go with Tyler Shaw. Like, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't really want any part of that Houston defense. So, like, even if I was in, I don't know that I would be playing Justin Herbert. Like, that Houston defense is for real. I don't know what the hell happened last week. If that's also the thing too. Like, Vegas rigs everything anyways. But at the same time, like, um, teams that are really a lot better than the other teams, the other team just tends to show up. You know what I mean? Like they're all professionals, they're all grown men at the end of the day. And so like they all are playing for a contract, right? Playing for money. So for me, like I'm a competitor. If it was me, you put me down as a 13 and a half point underdog, like dog, I'm coming. You know what I mean? Like give me more motivation. So like that's what I see happening. Kansas City and Tennessee last week. You know what I mean? Tennessee goes into that game thinking that everybody thinks Kansas City's going to win. Maybe they don't do well, but they're going to win. And then fucking Slav down 35 points going into the final week of the championship. Added Scottaboo for team motivation. Yes. Nice. I love it. Paxton, Alec Pierce, or Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, they're playing Carolina. Carolina's defense is actually legit. Nick, you put actual real life money on the Cleveland Browns? That's your first mistake. So yeah, I might go Alec Pierce. I mean, like if Jacksonville's defense, they're really good against the run, but they're ranked near the bottom against the pass, right? Oh shit, sorry. So I think and like he thinks that he could like he did relatively well last week. The cheesy Bills, yeah, but it's Cleveland, man. Like, and also friggin' the Bills needed that win. They could still win the division, right? They could still get the number one seed. So the cheesy Bills are probably gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I don't know, man. Josh Allen's got the path paved for him. Joe got beat by 1 point. Oh man, Pittman does suck. Yeah, oh yeah. No way. You came all the way back and lost by 1 point. Shaw, Brissett, or Herbert. I mean, of the three, I would say that Shaw is probably the best bet. Joe, thank you for the rose. But I actually like Brissett this week. Cincinnati's defense isn't like the greatest, they um, and they like they just made that kid look really good, right? Quinn Ewer, whatever the hell his name is. So yeah, I think Brissett's can have a good game this week. Vegas has the total at 53.5, so they're expecting points. Completely anybody's game right now. The Rams don't win. I'm cutting off my toes. Damn, that's fucking loyalty. But yeah, like all the top dogs are out. Like, oh my god, that playoff picture is like, what the hell, man? Like for real. You got Denver Broncos, New England, Houston, Jacksonville. What the fuck? But yeah, of the AFC, I don't see how the Bills don't win. I mean, Denver's defense is for real, and that's who should be the championship game. The Denver, probably, I guess it would be at home to Buffalo. Actually, that's funny. If the Bills win, they would play Denver in the second game. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Bills can come back. Paxton, should I pick up Pierce or Downs? Who's the clear wide receiver one? Thank you, Jackson. Yeah, no, Pittman is the clear wide receiver one, but like Alec Pierce is really good. What happened to Pittman? Man, he was doing so good. No, I'm with you. I have no idea, actually. Damn, Nick, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I have no idea what happened to Pittman. And like, yeah, just like fell off a cliff. Because like even with Daniel Jones, he wasn't gonna like he wasn't doing the greatest. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know that a lot of his value was carried by touchdown. He got a touchdown in like 7 games in a row or something like that, or like 8 out of 9, something crazy like that. But then once the touchdown stopped, that's when his points sort of fell off. Chabos, Jenny sent me the championship in 2 leagues. Yes, let's go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like even with Daniel Jones, it was a problem too, right? I know that like they like that Alec Pierce kid, and so yeah, start two: Brees Hall, Tyrone Tracy, Tony Pollard. Yeah, I mean, if I don't know how we start Brees Hall against New England with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? Jones was hurt for 3 weeks before he went out for good. Actually, that's true. Yeah, Jesse, you are 100% right. Yeah, Daniel Jones really got hurt because he was playing injured for a few weeks, and so that hurts, like literally and figuratively. He's pulling Puka numbers. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but he was doing well. Yeah, needed 65 points from McCaffrey and Panero last night. They got me 45, man. Like they did well. Travis Kelsey, fucker. That's what I'm saying this week, man. 95% of people are gonna have Travis Kelsey on the bench, and I don't know, man. I think he's gonna have a fucking wicked game because like everything is stacked against them, right? About to win my championship, don't really have a good flex. Nice, good job, man. Remember me, Costa, one with JD and Juwan Jennings down 30. Yes! Juwan Jennings did most of that work. But that's awesome. Congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. Pittman Pierce, Aaron Jones, dogs are worthy. So like I can never choose between the same team. That being said, starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight to me than wide receivers, and it looks like you're starting three or one. So for me, I might go Aaron Jones. That's on Christmas, man, at home. Give us a Christmas miracle, Aaron Jones, for all of us, except against the guys that you're playing against. Be it a miracle for us, but like, we don't want the other guys to get killed by him. Paxton, Bryce Young, Juwan Jennings, Alec Pierce. Holy shit. Your quarterback is Bryce Young and you made it to the championship? Damn, that's crazy. Birdie, Brissett, or Dart. I mean, I might consider Jackson Dart. Wait, no, that's Minnesota. Who's the Giants playing? Yeah, I might consider Jackson Dart. Everybody kind of. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Nick. You're awesome. You're wicked. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. If I don't see you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I might go. Probably Dart's got the higher upside because of his running. Vegas has the Arizona total at 10 points higher, so maybe that would be a route to go. But yeah, come back. We'll talk about that. Hell yeah, hit that follow button. I go live every day, so JSV, do I trust Ladd? I mean, that's the thing though. I don't really know what to make of that Houston defense. To me, they're the best defense in the league. Like they have the number one, like the numbers. You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't really know what to make of last game. Ranked number one total defense, number four in rushing, number four in passing, number one in points. You know what I mean? So like I don't really understand what happened last game. It could just be shit happens against the Charger or the against the Raiders. I don't know that I want any part of that Houston defense. That being said, like I lost in both my matchups, so I'm not playing. So I mean, maybe you shouldn't even take my advice, but that's just what I would think is that I don't yeah, I don't know that I want any part of that Houston defense. Like it's good, man. It's a good fucking defense. Excuse my language. Birdie boy, I have Kittle and Jennings. Should I start adding Evans? I'm not doubling from one team. So I don't. Yeah, I get that. You don't want to do the double up, but it's in San Francisco. And who's the other one? Evans. Yeah, that one's in my. I mean, I get that. I don't even really know. Come back on. We'll talk about that one later in the week. Hell yeah, because that's a Sunday game. I don't need to have an answer for that one now. J Wag, T Law, or Burrow. I mean, I don't know how we sit Trevor Lawrence with any like by any means, especially what we saw Brock Purdy doing against that Indianapolis defense last night. So that being said, I fully expect Joe Burrow to ball out again, and Vegas has that as a 54, 53 and a half total. So like I'd be hard pressed to bench either of those. I might lean towards Jacksonville or Trevor Lawrence because of what Brock Purdy did last night. And unless I hear that the Colts are getting Sauce Gardner and or Chardarius Ward back, my man Braden, CMC Kittle and JT, bam, 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 bam. Nice. I only had CMC and Pinero. They didn't quite get the job done. They did well though. I was down 65. They got me 45 together. I mean, I can't ask for much more. Made it to the championship going against Puka, Cook, A Chain, Purdy, and Pitts. Oh, damn. Yeah. This guy's got two Monday night guys too, eh? And a Sunday night quarterback. Holy crap. Hopefully you're killing them by that time. Dominic, Steelers, Lions, or Rams. Honestly, I'd go the Steelers. Like I fully expect um Cleveland to get shut down, and I think the Steelers will have a good shot, a better shot than either of those other two teams. T Law, Jay Hurts for the championship. Joel, what's up? What's up? You know what? Honestly, like I don't know, man. I played Trevor Lawrence, or I played Jalen Hurts over Trevor Lawrence last week. It didn't really end up making a difference. It would have only been a 10-point difference, so I would have still lost by 10. But yeah, I don't know, man. Jalen Hurts isn't the fantasy player that I want him to be. So if I was playing this week, which I'm not, I would probably start Trevor Lawrence over Jalen Hurts. And I mean, we just saw what Brock Purdy did against Indianapolis last night. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know that Jalen Hurts is what we need him to be, and that's I had Jalen Hurts, so I had that exact dilemma last week. I chose to ride with my guy, didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. MC, do I start Kelsey, Johnson, or Hill? Jawan Johnson, who's New Orleans playing Tennessee? Taysom Hill. Yeah, I mean, damn. Taysom Hill's probably gonna have one of those wicked games this week. He's due for one. But at the same time, like, see, that's the thing, man. MC3, thank you for the question. I'm kind of expecting a big game from Kelsey this week. And I say that because he had a really shasty game last week. They're playing Denver. Denver's got a lot on the line too. Kansas City's got nothing on the line. It is a big division matchup in Kansas City. Got a rookie quarterback gonna play this week. He's gonna need to lean on someone, and so like I had Kelsey last week, and he cost me the playoffs. Like he didn't cost me, but he was one of the reasons that I lost, and so I might have to take a very long thought about playing Travis Kelsey. And then again, it's on Christmas. For some reason, it's gonna like Taylor Swift's gonna be there, and that's gonna mean something for some reason. So, like, I can totally get behind benching him because trust me, I'm just as mad as anybody else. But strange things happen, man. On Thursdays, on Christmas, right? Andrew's riding Bijan, Cook, T. Higgins. Good guys to ride, man. And you got Bijan on Monday night. Booyah. Bring it home. Love it. Pick up Cam Ward or Geno because Jordan Love got injured. Who's actually Cam Ward is playing the Saints or Geno? Oh my god. Nate, why did Jordan Love have to get hurt? um I might consider Geno Smith against the Giants defense more than I would consider Cam Ward against the Saints defense. Um, it's in Las Vegas, which is I'm pretty sure they play in a dome, right? So yeah, I would probably I might like and that's the thing, like Brock Bowers is for real. You know what I mean? Like as much as Cam Ward's decent, he doesn't really have too much to lean on. So I might consider Geno over Brock Bowers or over Cam Ward. I don't know. Come back later in the week. We'll rock that out. Hit that follow button because I go live every day, right? So come back later. We'll rock it out. Lynn, thank you for the heart. I appreciate you. You bench Genty and Fannin. I probably. Oh, Nate, I love you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, come back because that's a Sunday game, right? Those are Sunday games, right? So I don't need to. I don't need to go. Like I don't need to have an answer for that one right now. You know what I mean? So But it's not a Thursday game. Thursday games, I'll try and answer as best I can right now. I love you, by the way. You're awesome. Lynn, oh, and you know what? I probably suggested to bench Genty, and honestly, I don't even know where it came from. And I played against Genty, so I benched Jalen Warren and played against Genty. So, man, I'm like I don't even know where that came from. I even just looked like Houston's ranked number one defense overall. They're ranked number four against the pass, number four against the run, number one against the point or for total points against. It's like, man, are you kidding me? Like, where? Where did any of this even come from? Man, yeah, I definitely messed that one up for real. And that's the thing, right? Isaac, Detroit, Seattle, or New Orleans? Yeah, I don't know if I want New Orleans after last week. I know that, Kansas City's offense is in shambles, but or actually New Orleans. New Orleans, yeah, I know, right? No, no, no. Yeah, exactly. Where did it come from? No, I know it's not my fault, but I do all this just to try to help. You know what I mean? Like I don't try to mess anything up for anybody. I don't try to wish anything bad on anybody because I'm really like karma gets you, man. Plus the fantasy gods, man. Jesus, always. So yeah, no, I do try to help all the time where I can. And frig, like I benched Jalen Warren, like and Brock Purdy. You don't think I could have used those points when I lost by 30? Yeah, no, Isaac, I might go with like I don't know if I want Detroit's defense against Minnesota. No, thank you. So I might go Seattle and give them another chance. Carolina's offense kind of stinks, so yeah. Oh no, we're yeah, Lynn, we are upset to say the least. This one I had Travis Kelsey get me one. Jalen Warren got you to the finals. He would have got me to the finals too by himself. Good call on your part for playing him. Ace has got another one. Shaw, Brissett, or Purdy. Damn, those are three good ones. Yeah, Purdy had a good night last night. Honestly, like I might go with Purdy. I mean, Chicago's defense is not really as good as they're like they've got a lot of injuries on there, and they've been playing well the last few weeks because of the cold, and so they're going to San Francisco where it's going to be warm, right? We just saw what Brock Purdy did in the dome where it's hot or like it's warm, right? It's not cold. So I like Brock Purdy again this week, and I'm not in the championship, but if I was, I would play him, and I'd pretty much play him with confidence. You know what I mean? Jordy, Shaw, and Jawan instead of Hurts and Goddard. I mean, I don't hate it, honestly. Like I imagine in August if I told you, Jordy, in the championship game, we're gonna bench Jalen Hurts, probably your third round draft pick, for the backup quarterback in New Orleans. Okay. You'd have probably laughed at me. Rhino needs help. Send it. We'll try and do our best. Oh my God, Jordy. Trust me, I'm with you, man. Um, I mean, so in this league, I have Trevor Lawrence and I have Jalen Hurts. So if I was there, I would be playing Trevor Lawrence over Jalen Hurts, and I do that with confidence. As far as Tyler Shaw, man, I don't know, dude. I don't Shaw over Josh Allen this week. Holy Mackinaw, man. Josh Allen or Baker Mayfield. Holy Mackinaw, man. Why not? Why not? Do it. Why not, man? Hell yeah. Whatevs. I don't know, man. I don't really know how to bench my guys for New Orleans quarterback. I can't suggest it with any sort of confidence, so I won't. That being said, like I'm with you, man. Yup. Yup. LP, yup. Rhino, yup. Yup. To all those things. Yup. I get it. Buffalo also needs to win. And Josh Allen, maybe he's hurt, but he'll play. And he'll carry his team. And I'm fully expecting him at home. Probably going to be snowing a little bit. What did he do last time? 6 touchdowns? Maybe he doesn't do that. Maybe he does. I don't think that the difference is going to be enough that would literally make me want to do that switch. So, like, I don't think that Josh Allen's going to get 10 and Baker's going to get 50, or Tyler Shaw is going to get 50, even 30. Like, I don't think there's a 20-point difference there. Even that's what also what I'm saying with Tyler Shaw and Jalen Hurts. I don't think the difference is going to be big enough to make me want to do it. If that makes sense. Niori in the championship. Yes. Love it when the trades work. 6 in a row. Booyah. Look at you go. Nice job, buddy. Zach, Stafford, or Hurts, Goddard, or Strange. So I might go Strange over Goddard. I think that he has the higher upside. Trevor Lawrence really likes him. He's due for a big game. But yeah, I don't know how we would sit Matt Stafford. Like, he balled out on Thursday. He's probably going to win the MVP. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Ryan made it to the chip. Yes. Facing Allen, Puka, London, CMC. Oh my God. Wow. Dude's team is stacked. Dude got London, yeah, Puka and CMC. Shit. LP, thank you for the follow. Have a Olave. That's why I'm considering the stack. Yeah. And like you said, why not? 900 US on the line and I'm Canadian? Yes. Dude, that's like $1,300. Nice. That's wicked. Hell yeah. I ended up hanging on to win by 5 points after being up 36. Yes. Booyah. That's awesome. Lynn, thank you for the roses. You're wicked. Playing for third place is not bad. Not playing for the money round, but it's not bad. I'm actually quite happy with my teams this year. I mean, losing sucks, but I'm not going to be upset. Honestly, it wasn't that, like, honestly, it was just one of those things that every player that I decided to play, not everyone, but like everyone decided to take a dump all at the same time. And of course, they chose this week to do it. I mean, in this league, we got, Travis Kelce and like Christian McCaffrey got 30 points, and my whole team got 120. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I broke my own rule and I didn't play my guys when I was supposed to play them. But like, I had Rashid Rice who was out. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs took a dump. Parkinson took a dump. If I had told you that Stafford threw for 450 yards and Parkinson only got 26 yards, you would have laughed at me. Kelsey took a dump. You know what I mean? Like, all these guys just took a dump all at the same time. Man, messed up. Lynn, hey, you know what? Sometimes even when we play the right things that we're supposed to, it messes up. In this league, Lamar Jackson gets injured. Of course, I should have played Brock Purdy over Lamar Jackson because Lamar was going to get injured, right? Of course. Duh. Messing the go. Josh Allen and McBride. Josh Jacobs killed me. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man. Dude, I get it. 100%. That's what I mean. Like, you guys get some guys sometimes your guys just take a dump. Trade away Derrick Henry and Wandale for Bijan really saved my season. Damn. And honestly, I was about to do that trade the other way around. 2,100 points in an 8-man to get Josh Allen having same points as my Jags defense. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Nah, I'm with you, man. Congrats, Niori. Sean squeaked into the championship this week. Super pumped, even with Allen's low ceiling. Low ceiling? He doesn't have a low ceiling. We've seen that he's got a low floor, but his ceiling is, what did he get a couple weeks ago? 6 touchdowns? That's his ceiling, I think. Lynn, Fast Pop, thank you very, very much. You're wicked. Dude traded you friggin' Bijan for Derrick Henry and Wandale? That's crazy. No. I mean, yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, but that's not his ceiling. Like his ceiling is as high as is higher than anybody in the league. Maybe Christian McCaffrey has a higher ceiling than him because he and maybe Puka. Like fuck, Jesus Christ. How many people got Puka this week? I did. Any rookies you looking to get as sleepers next year? Not really. I haven't really been paying too much attention. But I will. I'll check out some stuff, read some articles. But the Ohio State guys, you know what I mean? There's probably gonna be 3 of them. Best way to do that gonna be my second year. Hey, welcome to the club. Your life is about to get ruined. Survived Josh Allen and Trevion Henderson thanks to Lamar's injury. Yeah, Lamar's injury screwed me over. Sean, I needed 11 yards from CMC for a 4-way parlay. No way. Oh, the old one wrong. Damn. That's my specialty. Dagger Stafford both have good matchups. That Mina, honestly, one game is the beginning of the week and one game is the end of the week. I mean, no matter what I say, I think that you're probably going to be upset with me, but I honestly think that Stafford holds the edge. You're probably going to be a little upset if Dak gets 30 points on your bench, but I think Stafford is the way to go on Monday night to win the championship. Atlanta's defense, yeah, okay, they look good against Arizona last week. Big deal. Friggin' Matt Stafford balled out against one of the best defenses in the league last week. So, I don't know, man. Monday night, it's got some allure to me. Under the lights, it's going to be in a dome in Atlanta, right? So, the weather won't be a factor. Right? Sean Swifter Gainwell, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know, man, because I might also go Swift. Hi, thank you for the follow. That Mina, that's what I do, man. I just think out loud and I make good points. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I just think out loud, and I've been around the block, as they say, once or twice. I know a thing or two. Sometimes you don't even think about. Sometimes it's not even about matchups, X's and O's, stats. You know what I mean? You got to think of the other side of it, right? The human side of it, because these guys are all human too. You know what I mean? And so, hi, start one, QJ, Godwin, Jefferson. I'm starting Jefferson all day. I don't even want to know. I don't even know who the other 2 matchups are against, but for me, it's Jefferson. That being said, I'm out of the playoffs and I didn't make the championships, and I had Justin Jefferson, so I don't have to make that decision. So maybe you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know, but to me, Justin Jefferson's the second best receiver in the league. Maybe he's probably like the 3rd best now. I think Puka and Jamar Chase have those top 2, and then him and JSN. I think him, right? It's just what I think. Have Swift, but the 70 points on my bench from Sutton, Gainwell, and Warren was crazy. Oh, yeah, no, I hear you. 100% I hear you. No, I'm with you, man. I do, but I just think that San Francisco defense is like they're a little bit beat up, right? And I think that Chicago's going to make a concerted effort to get like try and exploit that. And Cleveland's defense is for real, like for real, for real. So, I mean, that being said, they are better against the pass than they are the run. Not like it's not much of a difference, but yeah. And if no DK's playing, I think Gainwell might be a decent start. But yeah, no, I think I'm with you, man, dude. I had Jalen Warren and Brock Purdy on my bench. Like, what do you do? Chef, Mike Wilson, or Tet? Isn't yeah? I'm doing Mike Wilson. So Chef Evan, that's awesome. Thank you for the question. We don't do Carolina Panthers on this stream when we don't have to. And I don't know. How do you sit Mike Wilson for real? Who's Carolina even playing? I don't know. Seattle? Really, man? You want to bench Michael Wilson against Cincinnati for Tet McMillan, a Carolina Panther playing Seattle Seahawks defense? You're actually putting Carolina's offense on the same plane as the Los Angeles Rams? Wow. Chef Evan going out. Bold predictions. Sean, I have ETN and Swift, but Gainwell and Warren on the bench. Yeah, AJP, what's up? What's up? I have McBride as well, so same team limits, upside. Well, yeah, maybe normally, maybe sometimes, but I already gave you my answer, man. If you want to do the other way, it's your team, man. It's your. I'm not even in the championship, so I don't know what I'm talking about, anyway. So it's your team, man. You have to be happy with it. I just tell you what I think. And that's what I mean. I'm biased. I don't care for Carolina Panthers. I don't care for Rico Dowdle. I don't care for Bryce Young. Jalen Coker kind of looks like something, but I don't care. You know what I mean? So like, I'm biased against them. Ashton Walker Dowdle literally just finished saying that. I'm going Kenneth Walker. Who are they playing? Carolina. Oh fuck! Come on, man. Seriously, seriously. You guys are putting Carolina Panthers offense on the same plane as the Los Angeles Rams? For real? For real? Damn. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Scared to play London in my championship. Against the Los Angeles Rams defense. I understand that 100%. Especially all of a sudden Kyle Pitts has become the must target guy. Like, get out of here. Xavier, Christian Watson, or Marv, or Washington, Parker Washington. I assume you're talking about. I don't know, man. Parker. There's a lot of mouths to feed in Jacksonville. I might go Marv, man. They're playing Cincinnati, right? It's gonna be it should be a high scoring game. Zach, we're good running backs for week 17. I mean, like in general, or like to pick up. Because like that New Orleans kid, if you can pick him up, he's probably a good one. Devin Singletary is going to be underrated because the Giants use him a lot still, and they're playing Las Vegas, so I think he's got a good one. Aiden, Saints or Lions defense for the chip. So honestly, I don't want to do the Lions defense against Minnesota. I don't know why everybody wants to play the defense against Minnesota all of a sudden. They had the 1 week where they had the rookie quarterback in and the team got 30 points. But other than that, Minnesota's offense has been pretty much clicking. So I'm not really sure why we want to play the defense against Minnesota. That's weird to me. Koa, Ramondre, or Kyron. I mean, I might go Ramondre. You can't start both for real. Ramondre playing the Jets probably has the higher upside with no Trevion Henderson. That would probably be my answer if you can't play both. Aiden, Jennings, or Devontae Smith. Honestly, I might do Juwan Jennings. I don't know, man. Devontae Smith has kind of been a letdown. He did well last game, but he got a touchdown, right? Other than that, he would have got 10 points. I think Jennings' ceiling is higher than Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, he looks like a third wheel on that team. Like, I watched that game last week, and, like, they were peppering A.J. Brown with targets, and they were targeting Dallas Goedert, but, like, Devontae Smith was every once in a while. And, like, a couple deep shots. He should have had another touchdown, right? But, Lucas, you're going to do Rico Dowdle for real in the championship? That's crazy, man. Aiden, Watson, or Diggs? You mean Christian Watson? Yeah, I might just go Stephon Diggs. Playing the Jets defense. He looked good last week. If he'd have got a touchdown, he would have been, yeah, that's the way that I would go. Tyler is daddy. Heyo. Hi, Dad. Carter or Pollard. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't know. I don't really love that Tennessee offense. I might do Michael Carter. Cincinnati's defense is like dookie, right? So, yeah, as much as Michael Carter was a letdown this week, I might go back to that well. Have Genty could flex Kyron over Michael Wilson. No, we don't want to flex Kyron over Michael Wilson. And yeah, Genty's probably going to win you your championship. So yeah, I guess we bench Kyron. Damn, your team is looking good. Lovelander, Strange, Mike. Yeah, I might go Brenton Strange against Indianapolis. I mean, George Kittle just lit them up, right? And Trevor Lawrence really likes him. So yeah, I might do that. Tyler, Michael Carter, Michael Gainwell or MHJ. I don't know, man. That Cincinnati game's got a high total, right? So we might want to consider MHJ. Jasmine, no, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Carlos, really? You're going to bench Brock Purdy after what he just did for you last night? Damn, you are savage. Get me to the championship and then you're benched. Rah! I run a tight ship around here. Martin starts Sutton or Nico Collins. Yeah, I think we go Nico Collins. CJ Stroud's actually been looking for him since he came back from injury, right? And that's something he wasn't really doing too much earlier in the season. So Purdy, Williams, or Darnold. What, Caleb Williams? Really? Damn, all you guys are benching Brock Purdy? Did he just get you like 40 points and bring you to the championship? And you're just going to bench him just like that? Oh, Jesus. I know this because I had him on my bench. And I definitely could have used the 40 points he provided last night. You guys are on a tight ship for real, man. For real, for real. That's crazy. Purdy is my waiver pick this week. Well, if you can get him, definitely. If you can't, though, I'd probably go. Like, I could get behind Caleb Williams against San Francisco. Phillip Rivers did all right last week. Koa, Dart, or Herbert, final question. Yeah, I might go Jackson Dart this week against Vegas. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to do that Houston defense. Like, they're a for real defense. I don't know how to explain last week. Jasmine, I would do Brissett over Knicks. They're playing Cincinnati. Vegas has a total 53.5, right? Yeah, I think we go. I think we go Brissett. I fully expect like a good bounce back game this week. DB, defense, Giants, Saints, or Browns. I mean, I can get behind the Browns. I don't want to do the Giants defense. I don't know. Do we want to do the Saints defense? You know what I mean? Like last week, last week, Tennessee actually did really well against a very good Kansas City defense, right? So I don't know. Is Tennessee like something? New Orleans defense isn't great. I know they did well last week, but the Jets are awful right now. New Orleans defense ranks 5th against the pass, but 22 against the run. Yeah, I don't know. I might consider Cleveland. Come back though. Hit that follow button. We go live every day, so come back. Browns got the lowest over under this week. You're not wrong, and that's what I mean. Like, and Cleveland's defense is legit. Like, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so like Cleveland's defense is legit. And again, division matchup at home against Pittsburgh, might be snowing. It's definitely gonna be cold. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not in the championship, right? So I don't have anybody to play, but you know what I mean? I do know a thing or two, and I tend to lean, like, that's the thing. Sometimes you go further than the X's and O's, and you kind of lean towards like the what the games mean. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh's got a chance to win the division, and they've got a good playoff position. You don't think Cleveland, a division rival, wants to ruin that? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is like 65 years old too. And so, JJ, thank you. I love you. So, yeah, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you got to know what I mean. Sometimes it's beyond the X's and O's and the matchups, right? You look into the professional of these guys, right? Harisma, McLaren, or Jennings. Yeah, Dallas' defense is something stinky, but I might go Juwan Jennings Sunday night. It's like the first game of the week and the last game of the week, so I'm with you, man. I might go Jennings though. Brock Purdy looked really good last night, and as a direct result of that, Jennings got a benefit. If George Kittle goes down, that should also be better for him. So yeah, I might lean towards Jennings. I don't really know what to make of that Washington offense. And that being said, they're probably going to do really well. They're also at home. They're going to be outdoors though. Like, and that's the thing. Like, they're outdoors, and as much as San Francisco's outdoors, it's still in San Francisco. It's going to be hot. You know what I mean? It's going to be warm. So maybe if it was in Chicago, I might consider McLaurin. But in the warm at home, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. At home in the warm, they've still got something to play for. Number one seed is still in reach, right? LA plays the next night. You don't think that they want to win to make sure that LA knows they have to win to keep pace, right? So, Yankster, Stranger, Ferguson. You know what? I might go Ferguson. Dallas looked half decent last week. Washington's defense isn't the best. I think Ferguson will be all right. Stevenson or Harvey, Rona, thank you for the question. Appreciate you. I think Stevenson is the way to go against the Jets. I don't love that Denver matchup against Kansas City this week, and I don't. I last week I was a believer. This week I'm not a believer, and that's, to be fair. The week before I wasn't a believer either, and he made a he made a fool out of me. So it's like every other week, I guess, with him. But yeah, I might go with Stevenson. The Jets matchup is too good to pass up on. You know what I mean? And no, what's his face? I think Henderson's out, right? So Christina, Barner, Parkinson, Loveland, Stranger, Dewan. I mean, Christina, if you think about it for a second with me, if I'd have told you last week that Matt Stafford threw for 450 yards and Parkinson only got 26 yards of that, you would have laughed. Yeah, right off the bat, you would have thought your guy got at least 70, 80 yards. You know what I mean? So, because of that, I understand I'm out in both of my championships, not because of him, but it was, you know, it had to do with him. And that being said, if I was still in the championship, I might play him with confidence. And I understand it. And I would have played. And like I said, if I'd have told you that Matt Stafford threw for 450 yards before the game, you would have been super excited. You would have been like, hell yeah, let's do it all day, baby. So I might go back to that well. You know what I mean? Like I might think that he's got like because that's what I mean. There's going to be no Devontae again, and so he's in a good position. He did really well when Devontae left. So like outside of Puka, there's not too many other targets. That being said, they're friggin' they run the highest three tight end formation. I didn't know that. So the third string tight end is friggin' getting all the calls. That being said, Tyler Higbee might be back, and so if Tyler Higbee's back, I might change that. I gotta think about that. Who are the other ones? None of those are on Thursday though, right? Okay. Christina, hit that follow button. We go live every day. So come back later in the week and we'll when we get more information on the injuries and all that stuff, we'll make better picks. None of yours are on the Thursday or Friday game. Is there Friday games? Saturday. Even the Saturday. I'll go live on Saturday too. So yeah, thank you for the follow. So yeah, we'll rock it out. We'll answer those questions later on because we don't need answers. You know what I mean? We don't need the answers right now. So charisma. I said this earlier. I don't understand the allure to wanting to play the Minnesota the defense against Minnesota all of a sudden. I know they had that one game where they had to start the rookie and they didn't. I went mute. Uh-oh. I don't actually know what that means. Am I still muted? Can you hear me or no? Am I still muted? I know it says that I have. I know it looks like I have a microphone, but I don't actually have a. Okay, not muted. Okay, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, but just to finish the thought, like I don't know that I want to do the defense against Minnesota, and especially Detroit's defense. They've been looking kind of dookie. You know what I mean? So I might do the Saints. Double championship because of me? No way, man. That's amazing. Damn, I appreciate you telling me that. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. For real. I really am. I lost out in both of my semifinals, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I was bitter as hell yesterday. So bitter. But you know what I mean? You make the best decisions with the information that you have provided. That's what I do. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes, yeah, most of the time it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, other times Vegas just gets involved, and you're like, I knew you freaking did that on purpose. Oh, Fryo, need to. Dak Purdy, Brock. Oh my God, no way. This dude's gonna sit Brock Purdy. Didn't he just get you 40 points? I'm pretty sure because I had him on my bench, and I could have used the 40 points from him. Dude just gets 40 points, brings you to the championship game, and you're freaking benching him. That's it. I'm out. I run a tight ship here. I would do those two, Burrow and Purdy. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe Dak has a good game, but Burrow's at home. Arizona's defense isn't really that good. Purdy just lit up Indianapolis. They're going to be at home this week. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's funny that you're going from the first game to like the last game, second last game. Dylan, start two. Brees, Gainwell, Aaron Jones. Honestly, my man, I don't know how we start Brees with any sort of confidence. I know Gainwell's playing Cleveland and they've got a legit defense. And with any kind of luck, I mean, I don't hope for it, but DK might be out. And so they'll need another receiving threat. So, and also, I know that Derrick Henry just went for 128 on New England's defense and 2 touchdowns, but like, that's what I mean. Are we really putting the Jets offense on the same level as Baltimore's? I know they had no Lamar for most of the game, but like, you know what I mean? And so and actually to let you in on a stat that I read, last week was actually the second time all year that New England had given up a rusher of more than 50 yards. So, you know what I mean? Like if you think that Brees is going to go for 128 and 2 touchdowns, I don't know, man. That's also what I was saying last week. Like everybody was super excited to run Quinshon Judkins in Cleveland against the Buffalo defense, and it was like, you know, I know that New England and Trevion Henderson went nuts on Buffalo, but like, are we really putting the Cleveland offense on the same level as the New England offense? And so like, I'm not, you know what I mean? And so yeah, sometimes like I think you just look at it is pretty obvious if you take a step back and kind of get out of your own head. Like I'm trust me when I say I'm the worst for it. I get in my own head all the time, and like that's why I kind of appreciate you guys giving me all these like questions and comments because like I'm sure it helps you guys in the sense of it just gives you a little bit of clarity on the situation. Sometimes you overvalue your own players. I do that all the time. I overvalue my own players, and certain players they I get overvalued, and You know what I mean? You also drafted certain players to be your guys, right? Brees Hall cost you what, a fourth round pick, maybe fifth. You know what I mean? With any luck, you got him in the sixth, but he was a high pick chosen to be your guy. And yeah, I don't know, man. Benny, thoughts on Gadsden this week? My thoughts are the same as they were last week. Oh, Fryo, no, hey, no problem at all, man. Like, I hope that helps, right? I know it was a lot, but like, I do hope it works out for you. Yeah, I don't know that Dak is just going to be better than, like, that's what I mean. I don't think that it's going to be better than Burrow or Purdy as much as he might put up some points. You know what I mean? So, Benny Gadsden, my thoughts this week are the same as my thoughts last week with Vegas playing Houston. I don't want any part of that Houston defense. You know what I mean? Like, they're ranked number one overall in yards, number one overall in points against, number four against the pass, number four against the run. I can't explain last week. I have no idea. But I mean, if I'm banking on that in the championship of my fantasy league, that being said, I tried to play the matchups and I'm out in both leagues. You know what I mean? So maybe my advice doesn't work all the time, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Sammy, what's up? What's up? Christopher, Drake, or Dak? I think we got to go Drake over the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's going to ball out. As much as Dak might have a good game, yeah, I don't. Jasmine, Corum over Rico in the flex. Hell yeah. We don't do Carolina Panthers over here. And especially against Seattle. Like, are we really putting Carolina's offense on the same level as the Los Angeles Rams? To the expectation that they're going to put up 40 points against Seattle? I'm not. No way. And do I want to bank on Rico having a earlier in the year with no Chuba Hubbard game in the championship of my fantasy playoffs? I don't. That being said, I'm out. So I don't have to make those decisions. Maybe I'm not the best advice, but I'm also biased. I don't care for Carolina Panthers. Like, Corum looks good, man. Like, and for real, like, they use him a lot. They use him in the goal line. They get what, 13 carries last game, I think it was. So they use him. Christina Brissett or Trevor Lawrence. So I fully expect that Arizona game to be a high scoring game and Cincinnati and Arizona to both put up points. That being said, like, we just watched what Brock Purdy did to Indianapolis' defense. And so, like, Trevor Lawrence has actually been really good. And he's all of a sudden got a lot of weapons around him. He's got, MHJ is back, Michael Carter? No. Michael Wilson. Jaguars' run defense is the number one run defense in the league. And they're number 20 against the pass. So yeah, a lot of passing. You know what I mean? And like, they've also got, and so Jacksonville's got a lot of weapons. Sorry, yeah, Jacksonville. The BTJ, Jacoby Myers, Parker Washington, Brenton Strange. He uses ETN in the running game. Like, that's 5 receivers. You know what I mean? That's how you get a 54-point total. I'm out, but here we are. Yeah, you know what? And that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. At the end of the, honestly, let's get real here. At the end of the day, what do any of us know? Like, how many? There is a lot of us that started Ashton Genty against Houston, but how many of us benched Ashton Genty against Houston and watched him get friggin', for 30 points or 35 points, 40 points, whatever it was? You know what I mean? So, like, let's get real here. We just do what we can with the information we have provided. We make the best judgment calls, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, like, I'm upset at the decisions that I made, but I'm not really upset. It is what it is, right? Would I've liked to make it to the finals? Yes. I'm mad that I lost it in the semifinals a little, but at the end of the day, we play our guys. See, this league, like, I don't know, it cost me being a biased Baltimore Ravens fan because I have Brock Purdy on the bench and I started Lamar, right? But at the end of the day, like, Lamar at home in a game that they need to win. Also, I read a stat before the game that between weeks 15 and 18, he's actually 16-0 at home in a game they need to win. How am I going to sit that? I know Brock Purdy obviously was the answer, but right? Obviously, I should have sat Lamar because he was going to get injured. Duh. Ryder, thank you for the follow. Is Terry startable? I mean, I don't know. If I don't have anybody else, I would start Terry. Dallas' defense actually looks kind of dookie lately. So that being said, I don't know. Sammy, yes, we did do well, and that's the thing, right? We made it all the way out. Is Jaden out? Yeah, they shut him down for the rest of the season. Yeah, so it's Marcus Mariota. Cody, yes, congratulations. Yeah, forget Terry. That's what I mean. Like, if I'm in a pickle and I got to start Terry or like that Zacharias guy over friggin' on, I think he's on Chicago now. I probably do Terry. You know what I mean? But Cody, that's wicked. Lucas lost by 2. No, man. That sucks, dude. Ah, man. I feel for you, man. I really do. That sucks. Congrats on making it this far, though. I know that doesn't mean much right now. Trust me, I know. Somebody told me that. I'm like, fuck off. But Krista, thank you for the follow. Waddle Strange Buka Boar, pick 2. Damn, still asking for advice. Love it. Honestly, you know what? Honestly, I like Waddle. Like he looked pretty good last week, right? And DJ Moore, I think you kind of have to go with. I think Waddle and Moore are kind of your starts right there, especially in San Francisco. Like I expect Chicago is going to have to throw a lot, right? So yeah, I might go DJ and Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle's been a dog too, right? Like he kind of just gets points, just does goodness, right? You know what I mean? Carson lost point for against CNC last run. No, damn. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you. I really do. Good luck. No friggin' way, because the last run was -1 yards. Oh, damn. That sucks. That's like a bad beat. For real, bad beat. Damn. Start Hampton or Harvey. Honestly, dude, I might look elsewhere if I could. But if I had to, yeah, damn, I'm happy I lost by 68. Yeah, no kidding, right? Imagine that. That's what I was also thinking. Like, I lost by 20, but like, imagine that I came back from down 60 and I lost by like 4 points. Oh, I'd have been so pissed. I'd have been so much more pissed. Oh, so Brian, I might actually look elsewhere. I don't love the matchup for either of them, but if I had to, I really don't love that Kansas City matchup for Denver this week. So I might go Hampton. Oil junkie, yes. No, I think we go Purdy over Hurts, man. I don't know if like I was yeah, Hampton I think is a better option. So in this league, like I'm out, but I have Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, and I would have benched. If I was playing, I would bench him this week for Trevor Lawrence. But I think Brock Purdy is also a good option. Lando, you bench CMC? Why did you bench CMC? That's a weird thing to do. Purdy is that guy. You know what? He could be. He's got a lot of weapons too, right? Blake, thank you for the roses. You're wicked. Marion Hamdi, Buck, and Irby. Yeah. Thought he needed rest, but I lost because of it. He didn't need rest. They're still fighting for the number 1 seed in the NFC. They're gonna be riding him until they can't anymore. Yeah, that was bad move on your part, man. How do you bench the best player in the game? That's weird. Honestly, Blake, I think I might go Hampton. Bucky's just not looked well since he came back. You know what I mean? As much as they're playing Miami's defense this week. Yeah, I don't know. Come back later in the week. What's that? A Saturday game? Yeah, come back later in the week. Maybe we've got more information. I go live every day, so make sure that you're following. In the championship, need a defense, Bills or Detroit. Jesus. We can't go anywhere else? I don't want either of those. I mean, if I had to choose, I might choose. Yeah, Buffalo might be a good pick against, um, like at home. You know what I mean? But I don't. Neither of those ones I want. Sky, Purdy, or Lawrence. Damn, now there's a choice. I might go Purdy just because the Sunday night game at home. Yeah, I don't know, man, but we just watched Purdy go what Purdy did against Indianapolis last night. So Trevor Lawrence is really he's really looking good right now. So I mean I might choose Brock Purdy because he's in the Sunday night slot. Give me something to watch, but I could get behind Trevor Lawrence for sure. Tampa or Saints D. Tampa's playing Miami. Yeah, I don't know, man. I might do Tampa's D. Like they're like basically at home. It's Tampa and they got to go to Miami, so it's more or less a home game. It's only a few hours away. Um, and Miami's still starting a rookie quarterback. So that being said, the Saints have a lower over under this week, so they're not expecting a whole lot of points in that one. So maybe we could do the Saints. I know they looked good last week, but that was at home against the Jets. I mean, let's get real here. And Tennessee looked half decent last week. You know what I mean? Warren or Diggs in the flex. Is that Jalen Warren? Because I don't know, man. I benched Jalen Warren last week and regretted every second of it. and but that being said, they're playing like a legit Cleveland defense. Detroit's defense has got a lot going on there. So I might consider Diggs against the Jets. I think he might have the higher ceiling. Yeah, hit that follow button. Come back later in the week. We go live every day, right? So come back later. We'll revisit that one. That one's on Sunday, so we don't need an answer right now. Maybe we get more information closer to the day. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you guys do wicked with your waiver pickups and get the players that you want. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, an even better week ahead, and I look very forward to seeing you again. I love you guys.